The most certain way to succeed is always to try just one more time, because it is not what we do once in a while that shapes our lives, but what we do consistently. Hi friends, I am your reset coach, and I make these videos to remind you that you are not a failure just because you failed at something at some point. You are a work in progress. Yes, there is always room for improvement. Again, it is never too late to reinvent yourself, and you are never too old to start a new life or to have a new dream. Remember, this time you are restarting with a lot of experiences and learned lessons to take empowered action, and action is the prescription for success. Hit that reset button and reinvent yourself. You are just one decision away to an extraordinary life. When you make a decision and stay in consistent action, it shows that you know exactly where you are going. It is an indication that you are in total control of your life. Experts explain that the reason why many people do not make decisions to improve their lives is because they do not know how and what to do. For example, you tell yourself, I am going to start my own business as soon as everything is right. The truth is, things are never going to be right. Cardinal Newman pointed this out centuries ago, and it is equally true today. Nothing would be done at all if one waited until he could do it so well that no one could find fault with it. And so, success starts with making a decision and taking consistent action. As they say, where there is a strong why, we will always find the how. Quit going after the things you already know how to get and step out of your comfort zone to reinvent yourself. One of my fun nighttime stories in my grandfather's kitchen was the one about the hare and the tortoise, to explain the theory that consistency, slow and steady, wins the race. As a child, I used to cherish those moments, especially because of the delicacies that my grandmother gave us. But now, as I grew up, I remember most of the stories and they make a lot of sense, which is helping me to understand and appreciate life. The hare is one of the fastest animals in the forest, like the tortoise is one of amongst the slowest animals. So hare was always bragging about how fast it could run, the speed that it had, until one day tortoise challenged hare to a race. Hare thought that tortoise must be joking. He knew that there was no way tortoise could run faster than him to win a race. On the appointed day, the race began. The hare started running at its highest speed and soon left tortoise far behind. At some point, not seeing any trace of the tortoise, hare decided to really take a nap and went into sleep, convincing himself that a few hours of sleep would not do him any harm, because he was convinced that tortoise needed days to get to the finish line. But tortoise continued walking at its slow speed, non-stop, consistently. He continued step after step. He continued grinding. Tortoise was about to reach the finish line when hare suddenly got up from sleep. Hare ran as fast as it could. Hare ran as fast as its legs could carry it. But tortoise crossed the finish line first. The story has many lessons, but we will only talk about two today. 1. Focus and consistent action lead to success. And 2. We should never compare ourselves with others and get discouraged by our challenges, because persistence and focus can beat talent that is not well utilized. But what is consistency? Amongst many things, consistency means taking continuous action on tasks that will enable us achieve set goals. In a way, it is all about repetition, repeating the same actions, habits, rituals over and over, gaining feedback from these actions and adjusting and readjusting them accordingly to help stay on course as we work towards our end goal. Remember when Thomas Edison was making his experiments for the light bulb, with each unsatisfactory result, he restarted, telling himself, I have not failed. I've just found 1,000 ways that won't work. This means that consistently is not about obtaining quick results. It is about maintaining incremental progress over a period of time. Therefore, even when we do not see immediate results, we have to continue taking action because our focus is on the end goal in the long run. Consistency is perseverance and tenacity. If you are ready to make that decision and commit to consistent action to reset your life and reinvent yourself, send me a direct message on Instagram in the link below this video for a free clarity call. The more consistent you take action, the faster you will believe in yourself. It is evident that maintaining consistency is essential for success. So, why do we struggle to be consistent? If consistency is the key to success, what makes it so difficult to sustain it? The concept of staying consistent seems very simple on the surface, but we struggle to practice it continuously because there are too many distractions, or we are not focused, or we are not committed, or life happens. We are not disciplined enough to stick with continuous action towards expected results, or we look for instant gratification and fail to acknowledge that some things do take time. Creating a consistent habit is very difficult in the beginning, but once you start, the more consistent you are at it, your body progressively builds up a habit which gradually becomes natural. This is because the initial level of resistance gradually declines as you become more effective at it. Staying in action actually becomes a lifestyle. Consistency requires long-term commitment, which involves sustained effort in doing actions repeatedly until you achieve your goals. Consistency is commitment to do something even when you do not feel like doing it, and the more you do it, the better you get at it. Consistency is what transforms average into excellent. SMART goals will help you sustain consistency, and this is how. SMART goals are specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bound. They help us focus our attention on what we need to do to achieve our goals. And focus in this case can be an acronym for follow one commitment until successful. This is made possible because you are focused on your win, which also stands for what is important now. When you are consistently and deliberately focusing in a positive way on your goals and intentions, your energy automatically follows the flow leading to accomplishment. For example, a SMART goal might be something like, I will write 700 words per day on my autobiography for 100 days to get it to 70,000 words for the first draft. So the specific here is, I have specifically stated that I will write an exact number of words per day. I will write 700 words per day. And it is measurable because I can use Google Docs to count the words. It is achievable because 700 words usually take me 1 hour to write, and I will free up an hour between 8 p.m. and 9 p.m. to write because I am more inspired towards bedtime. And it is realistic because I want my autobiography completed by the end of the year, and this will help me reach my bigger goal. And it is also time bound because the goal will be met exactly 100 days from now. And some practical steps to maintain consistency. Keep going even if you make a mistake. No matter how organized we are, there will always be things happening that are outside our circle of control. So we have to plan for potential failure. We shouldn't beat ourselves if we make a mistake. The main thing to remember is that shake yourself off and begin again. Being consistent with things does not always mean things will go smoothly, but you will have a better chance in the long run if you consistently pick yourself up and start again. Just because you missed a deadline does not mean you are not consistent. Sometimes external factors can get in our way despite our best planning. So we should plan for our setbacks and failures. For example, if the autobiography script is rejected by the literary agent, figure out where next to send it or look it over to see what might be improved. Also, consistently does not equal perfection. For instance, if you miss writing your daily 700 words in the example above, encourage yourself to start again the next day. Make that decision today. Take empowered action. Stay committed and consistent. Become limitless and unstoppable. Thank you for watching. I am your friend for your new journey to the best part of your life. Remember, I do not have a magic solution. I am your guide into self-discovery so you can unlock inbuilt answers and become your best version. Do not forget to send me a direct message on Instagram in the link below this video for a free clarity call. I will see you in the next video.